Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Red Zeppelin Under the Influence, where we talk about our musical influences and how these artists have inspired not only us, but the music industry. I'm Bailey Cheek.
I am Katie Scott, and today we have Leah Lane from Rosegarden Funeral Party. She fronts a super killer band. She's a badass chick, and that is why we asked her to be on. She does have a new album coming out, At the Stake, and we'll let her talk about more of that. And she's got some other interesting promo stuff she's doing. So, Leah?
Yeah, hi. Thank you guys so much for having me, for one. So, yeah, I have another record coming out on vinyl called At the Stake. We released it in June, but it's coming out on vinyl in January. But for the rest of 2020, we're going to be doing a series of live movies/interviews following each release that we've done. So the first one will be for our first EP, which was the chopping block. So it'll be us playing the record the whole way through with like little, interview cutscenes in between each song. And then we're going to do Martyr, which was our first full length. And then we'll do one for At the Stake, which is our most recent release. And then in January, like on New Year's Day, we're releasing the new single for our record that we're hoping to release by March of 2021. So yeah, trying to take advantage of all the downtime.
Yeah, so is that what you're doing to fill your time right now?
Yeah, and working.
Yeah.
Just working and working on Rosegarden.
So this episode we wanted, especially since having you on as a guest, to take the chance to talk about just kind of badass women in music, women that have like gone outside the bounds, like a little bit out there. And I think that we each have our own personal influence of that, but we'll start with you. I'll let you kick it off with like who and like kind of how they influenced you.
The earliest female inspiration, it was always difficult for me to connect with female artists, I think, like when I was younger, because I didn't know where to look particularly. And like I was a kid that like wasn't into hypersexualization at all. Like I like ran with the dudes and like I didn't connect with that. And so it took a while for me to like get into female artists that had, still like a feminine quality to them, but were, a little bit more unconventionally beautiful or unconventionally women. And so like Alison Mosshart was the first female musician that ever like really grabbed me. Obviously, like I had the ones that I loved in my youth, like the ones you discover when you're like a young female musician, like Ann Wilson, Grace Slick, Pat Benatar, Joan Jett. And like I thought they were all cool, but Alison Mosshart was the first one that I was like, wow, she's running with like all the male musicians that like I think are cool, and she like is elevated above them. Like she and she's tough, and I don't know. She was the first one, and I discovered Susie kind of late, but Susie was a big one, and I think that I was hesitant to get into Susie because everyone talks about Susie and you see the image of Susie on everything. She's like the goth Twiggy.
Yeah.
And so I think I kind of avoided it because I didn't want to be let down by the hype. And then when I finally started listening to Susie and the Banshees, I totally got it. And then of course I love Kate Bush and I love PJ Harvey. And of course, like the biggest one for me probably is Chrissie Hynde of the Pretenders.
Me too.
Yeah,
I love her.
Everything she's ever
done. She's a freaking badass.
Even that record, Stockholm, like I'm obsessed with that record.
Yes.
You saw her recently, right?
I saw her when she was with Stevie Nicks.
As I was there.
You were there?
Yeah.
Everybody there was there for Stevie Nicks.
I know, and I was there for the
like
Pretenders.
me.
Like, yes.
And then there was a dude on the very front row who was like just living for that moment. He got all his Pretender stuff
all
on.
All the Pretenders.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I was there for the Pretenders.
Yeah.
I mean, Stevie Nicks is great.
Yeah,
wonderful.
Sure. Absolutely.
But Chrissie Hynde kicks ass.
Same.
Totally.
And
what you were saying about the hypersexualization, she is like
so anti
one of the dudes.
Yeah.
Like you could just hang.
I really, really like that.
Yeah.
That's my favorite thing. And like even like, Susie and Debbie Harry are like a little too effeminate for me. And that's like why I like the more like androgynous women.
Right.
I find more comfort in that,
Yeah.
I don't know. So
Me
yeah,
too.
those are like the women that first really snagged me. I think.
So glad you said Chrissy Hine.
Oh yeah, she's the reason I play a Telecaster. Like
That's so awesome.
my dad and I are obsessed with the Pretenders, and he like made me a strap to look like one of hers. So like I use a strap.
I love the tone of her voice and her vibrato. Like,
oh
there's
yeah,
just something.
And she's weird, like unabashedly weird.
Yeah, she's
you know?
she's really weird, and I do a really poor cover of Brass and Pocket when we do karaoke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. But even you said Debbie Harry, like, I love Debbie Harry. I love Blondie. We saw
I
Blondie
do
a couple
too.
years ago, and I think she kind of used her sexuality kind of in her favor. She kind of took control of that because she started off as a Playboy bunny.
Right.
You know, so, I mean,
and I think that's cool and it has its place. I don't condemn it at all. I'm just saying that, like, for me, like, I've identified pretty much since I've known what it was as asexual. So that kind of sexualization it was just confusing for me. Like I didn't connect with it. So like when it was more like strictly just about the leather jacket and the guitar, I felt more connected to it.
Yeah.
You know, I think that's why it took me so long to like get into like Madonna and you know, things of that nature. But I mean, on the contrary, like I was raised on Cher and I love Cher.
Dude, I love Cher.
You know,
Cher's great.
I mean, but Cher also like doesn't dance like Madonna. She just like walks around and like flips her hair.
Yeah,
like, so.
she's a badass in her own right.
Oh yeah,
you know?
Yeah. I
Very
saw her
strong.
last year too. That was amazing. I wept the whole time. I cried the whole
You know,
time.
it's a good concert when you're crying.
Oh yeah, and I was like in the back of the stadium, like couldn't hear anything but the reverb. I was like,
Did she do any of the ABBA songs?
oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I would have been there for that.
Yeah, she did.
I have that album of hers where she did the ABBA covers.
Give Me a Man After Midnight, which is my favorite one of those ABBA covers. I like showed that to my brother when that record first came out. I was like, this is so much better than the original. And I didn't even know that you could get better than that original. Yeah. Yep, that's pretty much.
Well, speaking of PJ Harvey, sister here loves some PJ Harvey. I do too, but...
So, well, for me, I guess if we're talking about like female musicians that have influenced me, it's definitely PJ Harvey's like probably at least up there. And then Patti Smith, Bjork. Those are like the top for me.
Top ones.
Yeah, as far as like female.
Oh,
artists.
and Fiona Apple. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Fiona Apple is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, like I think Is This Desire is probably one of my favorite albums of all time. Like it's that, like, to not be super dramatic, it changed my life in a way. Like there was something about that album when I heard it the first time, it like, there was just something that clicked inside of me that I don't know, I was changed after it. But yeah, PJ Harvey.
Yeah, PJ Harvey's awesome. But I mean, Bjork, I almost picked her
Bjork.
as my number one pick for today. But Bjork totally pushed
But like
boundaries.
kind of like what you were saying, all of these women have pushed boundaries in
And
some
Kate
way.
Bush. Yeah.
Kate Bush. Oh
So,
yeah.
Kate Bush. Let's go to it.
Yeah,
Hold on.
Hounds of
We're
Love.
just gonna like shuffle the.
Yeah,
We're
Hounds
gonna
of Love
shuff-
is my favorite. Followed closely by the
Same.
Dreaming, but Hounds of Love has got
Yes.
something of it. It's cloud bursting for me. It's so fun. I was
Yes.
just talking about this earlier today with one of my friends in Oakland. But yeah, Hounds of Love, the way that her voice rings in so clear at the beginning of Cloud Bursting,
Yeah.
like, is on another level. The way that I got into Kate Bush is Pat Benatar covered Wuthering Heights.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, this is a weird song. What is
But I mean,
this? It's a beautiful song, but I was also in like the 6th grade. So I was like, what the hell is this?
Right.
And that's how I discovered Kate Bush, and I loved like running up that hill and Hounds of Love.
I mean, Hounds of Love, just the song alone. Oh my gosh. But then if you go to like other albums with like, oh my gosh, Army Dreamers. Oh my gosh.
And I love Babushka. That song's
Okay.
so fun.
I
That
love
music
Babushka.
video where she's like dancing with the upright thing.
I have a
so
friend that
good.
makes fun of me. She calls me Babushka because I love Kate Bush so
Such a good song.
But I'm like, that, yeah, it's just so amazing. I mean, wow, the song. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Like, it's
And the
just-
man with the child in his eyes.
Yeah, you could just go on and on. And,
Oh, yeah.
But I mean, she was kind of like, I think, acquired taste for some people. Like, they didn't get it at first.
Well, I feel like most
Most of these are acquired
Yeah.
taste.
Yeah.
like, you know how many people I've told, like about PJ Harvey and they'll listen to them and they're like, no,
They don't
no,
get
I
it.
don't.
Well, that was
They usually don't like her voice,
Yeah.
which that was like the first thing that grabbed me.
Right.
was her
Right,
voice.
'cause
I think just because it was so raw
and
there was something.
androgynous.
Yeah.
There's not a
Yes.
you
so,
know like she's anyway. Sorry, I don't want to.
No. What I was gonna say was like, I guess for me, I've just tried to sing so perfectly for so long.
Exactly.
And that's something new because when I was younger, I had a very like rough, like before I got lessons, there was no hardly any control over my voice. And so when I found her, it was like, oh, you can sing rough and still sound great. Like I don't have to be perfect.
That's how I felt
So-
about Alison Moss.
Yeah.
I was thinking
Yeah.
about that today because I was listening to I think I was listening to David Byrne sing, and I was thinking how imperfect but perfect his
Right.
voice is.
Exactly.
But because he was a man, I think it was just a little more commercially accepted.
Yeah.
I mean, think about how many men don't have like great
Robert
voices.
Smith. Like, what is he doing?
Well, I mean, we could go down the
But,
list.
like,
Like,
yeah,
Rod
exactly.
Stewart,
There's so
like, there's a
many.
ton of guys that don't have
so many.
what
Yeah,
you would
but then-
say.
It's
great
like
here's
conventionally
voices.
good voice.
What I genuinely believe this. If you believe it, then they will believe it.
Oh,
so
yeah.
it's like if you're confident in how weird you sound, other people will get it.
Yeah.
So
I
it's-
totally agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think over the years I've just learned that I don't have to sound pretty all the time.
No
and
way.
it's fine.
Yeah. No. Yeah. You absolutely can
Yeah.
scream and sound rough and smoky, and it's awesome.
Yeah.
It's what makes us like all of those female artists.
Yeah. What's really weird, I just recently found out that PJ Harvey was a sculpture major in college,
Oh,
which
just-
was my
just like you.
sculpture. Yeah. It was
Mhm. Shocking.
yeah. I know, right?
This is into art. Crazy.
But like specifically sculpture.
Yeah.
Who majors in sculpture?
You and
Me.
PJ Harvey.
You and PJ Harvey.
I did it because I was interested in stage design, which now,
Oh, cool.
like, being a musician, I can pull that in to
Right.
stage for myself.
Yeah, that's
but
sick.
Well, and that's what both y'all have in common is your love for that kind of theatrical look. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
you both have a definite image, and
Yeah.
you know who you are, and
Mhm.
it's presented like
Yeah.
not only on the cover of your albums, but also just in the way you present yourself to the public. I
Yeah.
think that's awesome.
well, I love theatrics. Like, I was in theater growing up. Like, I'm all about theatrics, which is funny because just personally, I'm very just like even kill, but on stage, it's like, no, we're going there. We're
Well,
going
yeah,
all
I
out.
Quick little side story. You should have seen Bailey right before her photo shoot for her last album. She was in full on panic frenzy about the mirrors.
Oh my God.
She had it in her mind what she was going to have, and I totally she had drawings of it and she explained it, and I totally got it. But
Oh yeah, I was texting.
it was up till the night before it.
Literally
and
the
she's
night
like,
before.
I gotta finish my mirrors. And she took it that seriously, and I
Yeah.
mad respect for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's badass.
Which is,
And they came out exactly how she wanted them. They look amazing. And
this is a long story, but those mirrors gave me so much trouble. It was literally up until the night before I was like, this isn't going to happen. And then it somehow came together. But yeah, before quarantine, like I was going to put those on stage for our release show. But that's kind of like what I've been interested in, why I went into sculpture, because I wanted to build these like almost sets, but on stage that give a whole atmosphere to the
well, and that's the thing.
music.
It is an atmosphere, and especially like if it goes along with kind of moody. It's a vibe. And it goes with it.
Yeah.
And people know that.
Yeah.
They see it, and it's like they know who they're listening to,
Yeah.
and that's awesome.
So as far as vocal style and performing, who do you draw influence from?
Well, I mean, most of my vocal influences and especially like performance influences come from male idols. Like I'm
Yeah.
most drawn to male
Yeah.
performers, and so when I was a kid and teaching myself how to sing, I taught myself to sing by really being strict on myself and scrutinizing myself about sounding exactly like whoever I was listening to. So if I was listening to Chrissy Hynde or Pep Benatar, I was making sure I manipulated my voice to sound just like him. So when it came time for me to have my own band, finding my own voice was actually really difficult and figuring out the way that I wanted to sing. So I think it was a combination of you know, Morrissey and Susie and Dave Gahan and especially Nick Cave. Like I'm such a Nick Cave freak. Like from the Boys Next Door to the Bad Seeds, like I'm there. And he not only inspired me like vocal style, but like also like in performance wise, I think he's amazing. I also love Joshua Hayward from the Horrors. I love, I'm trying to think, like there's a lot. So,
You won Best Vocalist at the Dallas Observer 2 years in a row.
it's very sweet of them.
That is amazing.
That's awesome.
I'm very honored. It was really shocking. I don't think I've really ever gotten over that. I still look at them and I'm like, oh. Because I mean, like,
it's a big deal when anyone.
Oh,
notices,
dude, definitely,
yeah.
and especially like I spent like a lot of time as a kid because like my voice is really low and like raspy, and it's always been that way. My speaking voice, even when I was like a little kid. So like in middle school and stuff, like that was a factor of insecurity, and like kids were mean about it. So like I've always been insecure, and then I've always known that like I was good at singing, but to be validated on that extent, I think was really amazing, and I feel really blessed to have been given that, you know.
Well, I think that it's kind of like inspirational too, that you took something that you were insecure about and kind of turned it into your superpower.
Yeah, thank you. It's been a really cool journey because like I've really played every role in a band that you can. Like I went from in my first band ever from playing organ and tambourine in the back with the drummer. And then in my second band, I sang, in that first band, I only sang backup. And then in my second band, like, I played guitar and keyboards and sang, like, half the songs. And then in Rosegarden, in the beginning of Rosegarden, I just sang. And then it was like, our guitar player left, and I was kind of presented this opportunity to take it all. And it was cool, because, like, I literally worked my way from the back to the front.
Yeah.
And
Well,
so
maybe
it's like
that's
life
like-
prepared me for it.
That's the process you needed to get there.
It was super cool. Like I honestly am so grateful for my journey. It's been really difficult, but it's made me strong. And my dad said something to me one time, and the memory of it comes up on Facebook. It's like 4 years ago now. This just came up the other day. But he said, the challenges you're facing now are a test to see if you really want the life you say you do. And so like, I think every time that things shifted and I was like kind of presented with an opportunity to go hard or go home, I was like, all right, like I say I want to be a musician. I say I want to, you know, run with the boys or like whatever that means, you know, run with the big dogs. Like, and if like I'm going to do that, I got to.
God, that's so true.
Right? Like, yeah. It's like, think about it. Even like with the whole like quarantine COVID thing, it's like, this is your tribulation. This is your period of like trial. It's like, can you take it not going perfectly and still persevere through it? And I think that that's important, especially to keep in mind right now.
However many times my parents have had to talk me off the ledge of just like walking away from music in general is
But that's great that, I mean, a lot of parents wouldn't be that
Oh,
way. They would say, go get a regular job, you know.
I can't
whatever,
I can't even
you're
begin
super
to
lucky.
like
Your parents are amazing.
I know, they are.
Like they're so into it and they just are so supportive, and I love them. They're great people. You're lucky.
I'm very lucky.
Yeah, I think that it comes down to like, there are people that like want to be a musician because they like pick up cello in band one year and they're like, this is what I want to do, and they work really hard and they become great concert cellists, and this is just a random example. And then I think there are the kids that like don't know anything else. They're like, if I'm not a musician, I will just die. Like I watched a documentary. Have you ever seen you know the band the Brian Jonestown Massacre?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so you know that documentary Dig? There's a documentary called Dig that the Dandy Warhols did on the Brian Jonestown Massacre.
Oh, that's interesting.
And it is crazy. I mean, ridiculous. You need to watch it.
Okay.
But like, you need to have like your whiskey and your other vice, whatever
be
that
ready
may
for
be,
that
like right there, ready. It is a trip. It's a wild trip. But in it, they're talking about Anton Newcomb, and they're like, that guy, you know, it's not that he's, you know, mentally ill. It's just that he cannot do anything other than make music. Like he couldn't work another, like a day job and only that for the rest of his life it would kill him.
Yeah.
And I think there's some kids that are just born with that in them. And I can see that in you. You know, it's what you do. And, you know, you say your parents are so supportive. It's because they saw that too. You're singing before you could talk kind of thing.
Pretty much, yeah.
I was the same way. My parents were the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're like,
But, yeah.
she's not going to do anything else. I remember one time my mom was like, Leah, never marry a musician because they will just cheat on you and break your heart. And my dad goes, Susan, Leah could only be with a musician. She would bore the hell out of anybody else.
Yeah.
Or like out of any other person. That's all she talks about. So yeah.
So how did Rosegarden start?
Rosegarden started because me and this guy I was dating at the time wanted to start a band together. And so I asked my brother, who's still the bass player, Will,
Okay.
to play bass because he's the best musician I know. He went to Booker T. Washington, the Performing Arts School of Dallas for jazz guitar and classical guitar, and majored in that and jazz vocals. And so like he's incredible. And then he went to school for audio engineering. But the band started when he was in high school, and so he knows all the theory, so he could switch from guitar to bass pretty easy.
Yeah.
And then originally my now ex-boyfriend, at the time my boyfriend, played guitar, and I sang, and then we found a drummer and a keyboard player, and switched around drummers and keyboard players a little bit, and then that guy and I broke up, and so I wrote Martyr about him, and I started playing guitar, and that was like how that started. So the band really was just a product of like me trying to please someone else, and then it's like pretty interesting because it developed into something that is like entirely integral to like my development as a person and like my happiness and really doing things for myself. So it's cool.
So you've only like recently started playing guitar?
No, I've been playing guitar since I was 11, but
Oh,
I'm not.
okay.
But like
Okay,
I had no
in the band.
determination to be good.
Well,
I
yeah.
just wanted to write songs. My brother's like this like tech shredder, and so like, you know, like growing up, I would like try and start to learn something. And he'd be like, "Oh, you're trying to play that?" Like, so I was like, you know what, man, I'm just gonna chord bang and write songs. So I kind of took a different route, but I've been playing guitar a long time. When I started playing lead guitar in Rosegarden 3 years ago, 2.5 years ago, or whatever. It was cool because it was finally like a challenge to really step up and actually be a lead player. And so like I got into building pedals and obviously like chaining pedal boards, and then I wanted to be my own guitar tech. So like I know like how to take apart my guitar and put it together, and I know how to rewind my pickups. Like I learned everything I could about it. I think maybe out of insecurity, but I mean like it worked out,
It sounds like another thing that was kind of part of the process. Like you needed to go through that with him as the lead for you to be able to take over the lead.
Absolutely. Everything in my life has been so linear in hindsight. It's so crazy. I'm like, oh, wow.
Well, that's
what is this building towards? Like,
I mean, we look at this year, it's like, what?
Yeah. We were just talking about that earlier. It's like, it just keeps coming,
Yeah,
but
things
in a
just
good
keep
way.
happening.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we're kind of fortunate. We've had some good things happen in kind of a shit year. So
I think as long as you're doing positive things, you're going to get positive results. It's when like a negative intent or a negative influence or a negative action infiltrates your like goals that I think the world turns against you.
yeah, but when you start going with the flow that is being given to you basically, then I think it kind of falls into place.
Right,
So-
especially when like your main like your end goal is to uplift others and to be encouraging and to be a nice person. I think if you're a dick, the world takes you down.
Yeah.
So
One way or another.
so don't be a dick.
Yeah, don't be a dick.
Okay, so this is the part of the show where we do something stupid. And so today, with the help of my awesome husband, we are playing basically drunk or drinking game called Pictionary, but with music and drinking. So it's just, if you get it wrong. So Bailey's going to go first, and Lee and I are going to try to guess what she's drawing. And whoever gets it wrong has to drink. Boo-hoo.
Yeah, exactly.
And if you get it right, you can still drink, but whatever.
Exactly. You're right. You don't get to drink.
We had to make some kind of like rules. So Bailey, you're gonna start it off. It's either gonna be a song name, an album, or or a musician.
Oh no, she's laughing.
And she's laughing, so that's a good sign. Good job, Andrew. So you can tell us the topic.
Okay, are we timed on this?
No. if it's like gets irrational, like we cannot get it, then we just both drink and you tell us what it is.
Like go full detail mode.
Yeah, the art major is just like, hold on one second, it's not done.
She just starts sculpting something.
Exactly. Origami, David Bowie.
Okay, what's the
All right.
topic?
Artist.
Okay, so this
Am I showing while I'm drawing?
yes.
Like you're guessing while I'm drawing?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
Can you see?
yeah.
Toby, can you see?
Can you see, buddy? My son.
I feel like there should be music.
Right.
A salt shaker.
Salt and pepper.
Is it salt and pepper? No, I should have said that. I got the salt part. I gave that to you. I handed that to you on a platter. Come on. Looks like a couple milk jugs.
We both lost.
Okay.
Woo!
Do you want? Sorry. Do you want to go or you want me to go?
You go.
Okay, I'll go. I'm excited to see what Andrew did. Oh no!
You got
Did
this.
you put that for me to get? You did. Okay, it's an artist. Artists.
Okay. Artists. Plural.
Okay. Y'all, I cannot draw, and this is about to be really revolting.
All right.
Wait, I can't see.
Okay, I'm sorry. This is really hard. Okay, there's gonna be a lot of stick figures tonight.
Oh no. Oh no.
Come on, guys. Why am I?
Okay.
Come on, guys.
Okay.
He knows what it is.
Okay.
What is happening, guys? Come on. What are they doing, guys?
They're... Mom, I'm sorry. They're having sex.
Okay, and what is this?
A gun. Sex gun.
Pistols.
Sex pistols. Oh my gosh. I feel dumb. Duh.
I just look at her face.
I couldn't tell.
I was like, love gun? Is there a gun?
That's a different. That's some love.
That's why I was like, it's like, don't say love. Don't make them think you
my
think that's love.
Gosh.
That was a good one.
Okay.
That was good.
So
did
you had
good.
to drink, unfortunately, because
I do.
She
Good.
said pistols
Oh, no.
before you. We gotta. Maybe we need to put these on the wall.
I sound like a baby.
That'd be a great one to put on the
That
wall.
It's mommy and daddy.
Oh, no.
Okay. All right. So you're up, Leah.
I draw? Okay.
It was
Cool.
me versus you.
Okay, it's an album.
Okay.
So. Okay.
Is that a Rocket?
Correct.
Rocket Man? No,
No.
wait, that's not an album.
Rocket.
Rocket.
Rocket to Russia.
You Cute.
That was good. Hero. Solidarity, sister.
I was worried.
That was a pretty sick rocket. Way better than my people banging over here.
I mean, if you had asked me to draw that, it would not have been
Okay, Bailey, you're back.
detailed.
This is a fun game.
It is
So
fun.
stupid.
Okay. It's an artist. I don't know how I'm going to draw this.
I had Sex Pistols. You can do this. Come on.
Okay.
Bikini Kill?
Yes.
Stop. I'm sitting here thinking this is like a snow cone. I'm not trying to figure it out. Oh, okay. Cool. I'm curious, how are you going to draw the kill? The kill? Was it going to be a knife?
That's what I was like trying to figure out. My plan was to draw someone that was like
Dying?
slit on the throat. Oh my god. That's the first thing that came to my head.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know how to draw that. Okay, it's an album.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh my god, I don't know how to draw this. Why did you do this one? Like, it's okay.
He's getting a kick out of
Okay,
it.
okay. And then like I can only draw stick figures, you guys. So like,
This is an album.
Here she's like kind of. Oh, that's really bad. But that's her amazing body.
Is it supposed to be the album artwork or the name of the album?
It's the name of the album. Okay. And I don't know
Okay.
how to do this last one. Are you like this?
Whoa.
Hold on. Guys, this is hard.
Is that an igloo?
Yes. Okay. So.
Yes!
Yes. Dazed.
What? What is that? My eyesight's
I don't
bad.
know how to draw that.
It's
though.
a
Like,
face with like
He's got
Swirly eyes.
yeah.
I did a very poor job with her, so it's not helping you. But she's got a really nice figure, so.
Crazy.
He's telling you, stop it, audio engineer. He got it. What is an igloo?
An
House.
Ice house.
Well, what is ice?
Water.
Oh my god.
Frozen water.
What is frozen water?
Snow.
What's the temperature of it?
It's 30. I can't remember.
You're being way too literal with this.
cold.
Frozen.
Okay, who
Cold.
Close.
Cool. Cool.
Crazy. Sexy.
Cool.
Cool. Fuck, that was hard.
That was
Why am I
hard.
getting these?
That was hard.
She is not sexy, you guys. I'm sorry. But I tried. Good job, Will, for figuring that one out.
Helping us along.
This is me, right?
I could see her looking past me, and she's like, crazy? Like, I know that you're not figuring that out. Okay.
Okay. All right.
What is it? An album or?
It's an album.
There's drumsticks.
No.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
It looks like
Depends on what kind of drumsticks you mean. What is drumsticks?
Meat.
It looks like a chicken.
Yeah.
Wing, or chicken.
Yeah,
leg.
exactly. You're right. Meat.
Meat is
an
murder.
album?
Yeah.
Oh,
There we go.
nice.
Equals is. You got it. There we go. We're done.
You didn't get to draw murder. Y'all are both
Again.
getting out.
See, I was like, as soon
Kill.
as
What
I
would
saw
you
that,
have murder?
What would you have drawn for murder?
I was gonna draw like a body and like a knife. in
Y'all
it.
keep saying that like it's easy to draw a fucking body.
You want
Maybe.
it? You want to see it? Little guy, little guy,
Come on, Bikini Kill.
big knife, Bam. And then like blood.
Okay,
There,
obviously way better
See?
at drawing. Yes,
murder.
it's murder.
Obviously.
Okay. It is a song.
You got it.
Please tell me it has the word sex in it, like both of mine have. song. Let's see. Looks like an end of a banana. Or a thumb that's cut off.
Bullet with butterfly wings.
Yeah. Shut up!
I'm surprised you got that.
That is a fucking half banana with like like an E next to it. That is not any of those things. Okay. You can put that next to mine. That is so bad.
You gotta
drink. Oh, do I be literal with this? I don't know. What's the best way to go with this? Oh, it's an artist. Sorry. I should tell you. Okay. I'm just going to go literal because I don't think you would guess it the other way. All right, so there's your... I got to make room for all of them.
Are those batteries?
No, you'll see in a second. I'm not as good as Bailey. Hold on.
He's like, oh.
They look like urns.
They do.
This could only go downhill, actually. Okay, so there's the correct amount. Oh, I did not do that right. Okay, so...
So this is an album?
As an artist. Hold on. Just wait for it. Okay.
Is it the Village People?
No. Okay. Let's see. This is really bad, guys. I'm sorry. I couldn't draw their physically, like... Okay, hold on. What's the other
Are
one's
these
name?
people?
Yes, these are people, and I can't think of all their names right now. Hold on. Oh. I can't draw this either, but this is kind of...
The flag?
Of where? I don't know 100% what it looks like right now off my head.
Okay. Wow.
Okay, it's a flag from somewhere. Guess a country. Come on.
Guess a country.
Is that what it looks like, Andrew? No? Oh, God. Guys, come on, a country. You know another effing country.
Sweden has the cross.
Okay,
it's
maybe
not
I
the
didn't do that
X.
right. It's not that right. No, is that not right? Did I do it wrong? Okay. What does it look like?
It's cheating.
What?
Is it?
It looks good. I know what it is.
I know you made this up. Thank you. Okay, let's go back to these beautiful ladies.
Oh, ladies?
Uh-huh.
Well,
Think of anything else to do.
Just tell them what they want, what they really, really want.
It's the Spice Girls. I knew it. I was like, I don't want to be
little
wrong.
Spice
That was like,
jars.
they look like salt and pepper shakers. I was like, it's the Spice Girls, but I was
And I
like,
apparently cannot draw the flag of Great Britain.
yeah,
but
no, dude, that is not.
no, I know it's terrible,
Bro.
dude. I know. Ginger.
Okay.
pretty good. Spice
See, I
Girls?
should go with my gut. I should.
Okay, it
speak
would have
up
been
when
way
I
worse
feel
if I had
something.
attempted to draw the women themselves, though. So I thought I would just draw little
Yeah,
shakers with their
yeah.
like initials on them. Either way,
it threw me
didn't
off,
work
but it's
out.
good.
It was good.
Don't patronize me, you guys.
No, it was good. Okay, this is the song.
Okay.
This is the song. Okay. This is gonna get kind of dark.
I mean, we've had a lot of like death and stuff, so.
What the fuck? Oh, sorry, Mom. I'm sorry. The pressure's on now. I can draw one part of it. Wow, he's got a long torso. Oh.
Don't leave me hanging.
No. That's the second part of it.
You said this was a song?
Yeah, it's
Yes,
a song.
it is a song. I couldn't remember if it was also
News?
an album.
Hang?
No, this is the second part of it.
Okay.
The first part of it is
Is that a cloud?
no. Think denser than a cloud.
A shoe.
Rock. It's rock.
Rock?
It's a rock.
Uh-huh. And like what this is
That is
like, you know, a wheel.
rocks turning, rock spinning,
Rock.
rock around.
Roll?
Yeah.
Rock and roll?
Rock and
Hangman?
roll.
Yeah. Rock and roll Hangman.
That's the new single coming out, guys. Rock and roll. Hoochie coo? I don't fucking know. Like what? Rock and roll.
Noose? Death?
No.
Rock and roll hang.
Like,
Hang.
okay, look, here's this guy.
Strangle?
Like, here's this
Rock
guy.
and roll suicide.
Woo! Yes, you
Bowie.
got it.
Come on.
See?
Why did it take me so long?
Little flip.
That was pretty
that's pretty
dark. Good job.
I know,
Mom.
I was like, what am I?
It's a little darker than my
How
Spice
graphic-
Girls.
How graphic do we want to be with suicide?
Oh, God.
Yes.
You know the news.
I don't...
Cheers.
Cheers.
There's multiple ways I could draw this.
Why don't you do all of them?
Yeah, do all of them.
It's an album.
Okay.
Nice.
She's laughing. Look at
God.
me funny.
I don't know how to draw this.
Okay. That is a dog.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cute. All right. Dog. Is it a song? Is that or album? Album.
It's an album.
Dog. Dog shoe. Dog high heel. Dog stiletto.
No, like, don't think about the what
Dog foot.
is. No, like...
Dog bag.
What are these things?
Accessories.
Okay, but what are accessories?
Clothing.
Closer.
Wearables. I don't know what.
Dog clothes? No.
What's happening in your first picture, Kate?
Like
Yeah,
I can
exactly.
remember.
What's happening in your first picture? So I'm saying there's multiple ways I could draw this. The very first
What
one.
does that have to do with
Look
Wait.
at the picture.
sex? Doggy style.
Yes.
Doggy
Yes,
style.
Style. I get it.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
I was like, I could just redraw that, but
No, that was creative. I respect.
That
Respect.
was good. Because I would have just gone
Respect.
straight to what I did before. I'm glad I didn't get that one.
I wish
again.
you had gotten that.
That would've
one
been
again.
very
You're like-
redundant.
You're
I'm
like,
like-
are you all right? Here we go. Katie's porn corner.
That could be a thing. Okay. Oh God, I hope this isn't. Oh God, what?
Just it's too hard.
I'm gonna. Okay, fine. I mean, I kind of wish I had done that now, but it's fine. It's fine.
No going back.
No going back.
You're in
Okay.
it. Knee deep. Let's go.
All right. It's a song. How am I gonna do this? I'm so bad at drawing.
Is that like a beverage?
Yes.
Yep.
Here's your straw. Okay. Okay.
Nice.
And then
Is it a type of beverage? Does that matter?
oh my god, this is gonna look so bad, and he knows this. Oh my god, he's probably over there like laughing.
He is. He's cracking up.
He's like, what is she gonna do? Oh, it looks like Toby. Okay. Anyway, he's got
Toby,
really
don't take
bad
that too
arms.
hard, okay? Shh. Don't talk to me and my son ever again.
Oh, that doesn't look right.
Whoa.
That doesn't look right.
Is that a bib?
Yes. So what is this?
A child.
A baby?
Yes. And this is
A drink?
with
Ice?
Ice.
Cold. Ice, baby.
fucking A. You like were literally saying it
I was
and
almost
did
there. I
not-
was almost. It like went away as soon as I had it.
Look at my baby.
That's a pacifier. I get it. Okay,
Oh,
rad.
damn.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, okay. All right.
This is your last one, right?
Yes.
Going out with a bang.
This one's pretty. Okay.
What is it? Bat? Is it Ozzy Osbourne?
No.
Oh.
So like.
This is an artist?
Uh huh.
Bat waves.
No.
Bat call.
It's the worst.
Is that a rabbit?
Yeah.
It's cute.
It's another word for a rabbit.
Hair. Bunny.
Girl, hair. You choose hair before bunny.
I'm old.
Hair.
We have tortoises and hares. Wait, is it bunny?
Yes.
This is a person?
Uh huh. But it's a
Bad Bunny?
no.
That would make sense. Bat call, bunny, man.
Echo in the
God
Bunnyman.
damn it, I just got it. It clicked as soon as I said that. Not fair.
You're like
Not
bunny.
fair.
Yeah.
You're not a stand-up person.
Like echolocation.
That's pretty good.
Thanks.
That was good.
I don't know how I would have drawn that.
Yeah.
It would have been really bad.
This is horrible.
Oh my god, that was really your bunny.
No, it's not. Look at his chin.
He's going on the wall.
Okay, last one. It is a song.
We are the world. That'd be awesome.
That's a road.
It's a road to nowhere.
Yes.
It's a road to nowhere. One of my
I
favorite
was,
songs.
I was gonna do like a question mark, like road to.
Why is it that like really good artists do that whole like just like barely touching the thing? I don't know.
Sketching, maybe. It's the whole like wrist movement.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay. It's an album. One I enjoy.
Hey man.
Okay, what's the best way to draw this? Okay. So, Bailey, are you here?
I'm getting eaten alive.
Skeeters.
Yes.
Mosquitoes love Bailey.
I have like socks on with long pants, and I'm still getting eaten on my ankles.
Same. My blood type. They like my blood.
Are you
type?
type O?
Yep.
Me too.
I'm type O negative.
Me too. Queen of Swords. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
don't
I think that
know
she's a
what I am.
typo because they like her so much. But
You should get your blood tested.
I should.
Yeah.
100% think that she is a typo, especially with like her personality and everything. Okay, you ready?
Yes. What is this?
It's too bad this isn't the band Typo Negative, but it is, Here, I'm gonna do
Is
y'all
this a
thing.
band?
I'm gonna do y'all thing where you like do this bullshit where you're like
Sketch.
sketch. That doesn't look like it at all. Okay.
That looks.
Hold on.
Is this a band?
It is a album.
Artist?
It
Album.
is an album.
Is that pills in a bottle? Oh, okay. Flaming pills.
Pills.
Wow, dude.
Okay.
All right,
Here,
okay.
was I mean, this is
Okay.
a stretch.
Saw 2. Kidding.
Tooth. Jagged little pill.
Fuck! Thank you.
Oh, there we go. Dude, good job.
I'm actually kind of proud of that one.
Yeah, that was
It
good.
actually turned out looking like a bottle of pills.
Yeah, it did. It was good.
Thank you.
It's a good one.
Good job. Thanks, honey. Yeah, I couldn't have gotten that other one. All right. That's it.
That's it.
That's it for this round.
We did it. Thanks for playing.
Thanks for playing. Okay, so that was fun and embarrassing. So we're going to close out tonight's episode with just briefly going over, we talked about really strong females, but I know that there were a lot of influences for Leah that were male. And so, Leah, I want to throw it to you. Why don't you just kind of give us a few of the men that really influenced you in your life?
Yeah, so I mean, as far as, more pre-modern artists, like I said, Nick Cave is a big one. Peter Murphy is really big for me too. Robert Smith, Morrissey was a really big. I love Martin Gore and Dave Gahan too. More modern influences would be Matt Berninger from The National, Carl Barrett from Carl Barrett and the Jackals and the Dirty Pretty Things, and the Libertines. And I love, oh shoot. It's like, what a perfect moment to forget his name. Harry McVie from White Lies, Paul Banks from Interpol, all of the dudes in The National. Yeah. I'm like an indie kid in goth clothes, like just in disguise. But yeah, I think, yeah, that's a lot of my male influences. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. I mean, I think we appreciate pretty much all those artists as well. So if you follow at the end of this, we're going to end this episode with one of Leah's.
And we also have her
videos.
album in the store now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So check this out. It's actually amazing, and you can get it online from our web store or in store. And the record is sick, and then also the vinyl is like, how would you describe it?
It's like transparent red black marble.
Yeah,
It's really
cool.
I've never, like, I collect a lot of records. I've never seen that. I was surprised by what they did with it. It's like translucent, like oxblood red with like black
Oxblood.
swirl in it.
Love that.
Oxblood.
Yes. Oxblood. You name something that. Oxblood. All right. Well,
New hit single. Oxblood.
Oxblood. All right. Thank you, Leah, for being with us today.
Thank you so much for having me and giving me so much whiskey.
But not too much.
No, not too much at all. I'm going to drive home happy and safe.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah. Join us next week for more musical influences.
And some awkwardness as well.
A lot more awkwardness.